G'day again, Tony from Modcon Campers, back with some more tips. This time I'm ready to go camping. I'm out of isolation and I'm raring to go. First thing I want to do is hook my camper up to my tow vehicle safely. Obviously backed up the vehicle already in anticipation of going camping. So all I need to do is safely lower the coupling onto my hitch, press the button to lock it in, wind the jockey wheel up, okay, now before I put the cap on, I want to make sure that everything's locked away nicely. Looks like it's all secure. The good thing about the DO35 is the cap is actually a double check. This will only fit on place if I've got it locked away properly, so I know that the coupling's done. My next most important thing is take my handbrake off. Okay, I want to hook up my chains. In this particular trailer we have 2 chains. So what we have to do in this case is we have to cross them over. The reason for crossing over 2 chains is if anything happens with the tow vehicle and the trailer, if it comes apart from the tow bar at all, then the coupling will fall down onto the chains rather than the coupling hitting the ground. So we'll get this locked into place. Okay, my safety chains are on. Next thing I want to do is plug my trailer plug into my vehicle. So I've got power to all my lights and everything else I want to run on the trailer. And while we're there, we'll hook up our Anderson plug so we've got power to our batteries while we're travelling. Next step, on this particular trailer, being over 2,000 kgs, we're required to have a breakaway system. That's what the lanyard's all about. I'm not going to hook this up in this case. They're fitted to individual vehicles. What we have to do is just have that plugged in so that the lanyard pulls on the plug, pulls the brakes on the trailer just before the chains take up. So we actually have to modify this for every individual vehicle. So that's in another video separately to this if you want to learn more about that. So on to the next stage. I know my trailer is securely coupled now to the vehicle. So I move on to make my way around the trailer. This is the reason why I do everything from the left hand side. It ensures that I follow the trailer around the back before I hop into my vehicle and drive off. I want to do all these safety procedures because I want to be safe out there. First thing we come to is the gas bottles. If there are some here, make sure they're turned off. Make our way through here. Important part of it, making sure that the fridge is actually going, because I want to have a frothy cold one when I get there. I want to ensure that all my stabilisers are up as I'm walking past. While I'm doing all this, I'm mindful and lock in all my cabinets as I go. Firstly, this means I know that they're closed. Secondly, for security reasons. So following around the whole trailer, I also want to have a quick glance at my tyres, just making sure everything looks right with them. Okay, coming to the main door. In this particular case, I like to check the deadbolt first, make sure that's secure, and then I can securely lock that handle. I also like to put some sort of latch across, just to make sure that that door isn't going to fly open while we're driving, especially over corrugated roads. Continuing around the trailer, stabilisers up, cabinets are locked, tyre looks good. Now this is one cabinet that I'm not going to lock. This has got all my voltmeters and all my switches in it. So what I want to do here is leave this open, turn my vehicle on, because every time I plug something into the Anderson plug onto the trailer, I always like to double check what's going on with my voltmeter. I've come back in here to have a look at my voltmeter. It's sitting nicely in the 14s, which means it's charging, doing everything it should. My circuit breaker hasn't popped, so that's good. That's what I wanted to check out. Everything else is great. I can actually turn most of these switches off and just keep the one for the fridge running. And that's set. Now I can lock up this cabinet as well. Before we set off, the next thing we want to do is check that all our lights, indicators and brake lights are working. I've got my trusty sidekick in the car ready to do her thing. Right hand indicator. Awesome. Left hand. Brake lights. And lights. They're all good. That's great. We're ready to go. First thing I'm going to do before I hop into my vehicle, just a final check. Handbrake's off, jockey wheels up, plugs are in, chains are on, coupling's in place, and now I can move into my vehicle. Before I set off, I'd like to check that my electric brakes are working from my vehicle to my trailer. Simple way to do this: dial up the dial a bit, hold the button in, it should go red to show that the trailer is connected. If I go down now and check my trailer, it will actually have a humming noise going on with electric brakes. The other way that I can do it is just travel on slowly and just check by overriding the brake system that those brakes are pulling me up. Right, I've done my checks, I'm ready to go. I'm off. I'll see you at the next campsite. Till next time, see you later.